Thank you.
Again, that was a LMPD press conference. 2 officers were shot tonight and taken to the hospital after they pulled over a stolen car tonight. We will continue to update this situation and have more for you tonight on WLKY News at 11. Now here on MeTV, let's go over to Chief Meteorologist Jay Cardosi for a check on the forecast. What do you say, Jay?
Now, your WLKY weather with Chief Meteorologist Jay Cardosi.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, a lot of rain earlier this morning. We had about 3/4 of an inch of rain. Skies cleared out for the afternoon. Turned out to be a beautiful afternoon with 72 that high. Morning start of 60. Right now it is clear, but some patchy fog beginning to form. Temperature 59, humidity 83%.
Good evening, people.
South and east of the metro.
I just saw on the news on WLKY TV in Louisville, Kentucky, 2 police officers got shot around 8 o'clock tonight, Eastern Standard Time, in Louisville, Kentucky. I think it was the 4th District. The suspect got shot too. But at 11 o'clock, I'll watch it again. Good night, RM. You have a great night. To let you all know, a news break from Louisville, Kentucky, which I'm about 25 miles north of Louisville, Kentucky. At around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 police officers got shot in the line of duty, taken to the hospital. One to university, and I think they said the other one was Jewish. And the suspect, he got shot, or he or she got shot. By the time I set my phone up, it done went off. So this is on 32.2, so it'd be on 32.1 at 11 o'clock. So I want you all to say prayers to them Louisville police officers. I know you got good and bad police officers all over the United States and all over the planet. And I want you to say prayers for them. They probably got kids. I don't know if they're male cops or female cops. So I'm just letting you all know about it. I can't even see my clock. I had to plug in my little humidifier or whatever you call it. Oh, let me see. That's only 10:19 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But also, I want to let you know something YouTube done today. Megan Fox, the writer. Megan Fox, the writer. They probably take this off too. But you all know in some countries outside the United States, you can look it up on the internet, that chemicals in certain foods, corn, cereal, green beans, everything else out there, got that, yellow number so-and-so, red number, so-and-so in there. But that's what we have here in the United States. And like I say, I'm no doctor, not in the field. Our body can only take so much chemicals. You can ask doctors, people. You can research it on the internet. Our things in our bodies that fights those bugs that we get. I'm trying to make it simple where you can understand it. But our bodies can only take so much chemicals. Our water got chemicals in it. Our food got chemicals in it. Everything got chemicals in it. And, it's something to think about. God don't want all this stuff. I hear a train whistle.
Outpost louisvill, 83.70, South Underwood Switch, line normal.
So, but thanks to God, we getting better. We just got to make God great again. Sorry, Mr. Trump. I stole that from you. But that's what God wants, people. To make America great again with God. You all saw on the news today where Biden, to me, he's a traitor to the United States. He should be arrested as a traitor to we the people. Look at the stuff that President Biden sent to Ukraine. Biden trying to make Trump look bad right now, because he'd be taking over January the 20th. And I got a feeling before Trump gets in there, get ready for World War III, vets. Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, Coast Guard. Get ready for World War III. Trump is trying to stop that war. And, just go back to 2016 when he was president. No war. As soon as Biden gets in there, Russia and Ukraine starts getting into it. Because they know the Democrats won't fight back. I'm a Democrat, people. And I don't like what they doing. Just like those 15 million Democrats, they can't find out what happened to them.
She doesn't drive.
Them 15 million Democrats voted for Trump. And I don't know how many you today listen to Buck and Clay. They used to be the Rush Limbaugh show. This father called in. His kids was 18, 21, something like that. The first time they voted, they registered as a Democrat. And they told their father who they voted for. Guess who they voted for? Trump. And they told him why they voted for Trump. Because they do not like how we, the people, is getting treated right now. In our Social Security, our medicine, our homeless people, our homeless vets, our sick children at St. Jude's and the Shriners. People is getting tired of this crap. Hello, Ernie. How you doing? If you miss it, maybe they will repeat it again, but you can, I guess, go to the internet and look up WLKY TV News. At around 8 o'clock tonight, 2 LMPD police officers, that's Louisville Metro Police Department in Louisville, Kentucky, got shot in the line of duty, and a suspect got shot. But I wasn't quick enough to set my phone up. So I usually don't watch the news, but usually about 10:30 on WLKY number 2, which was it, NBC, ABC, Hogan Heroes comes on at 10:30 my time. So that's why I switch over where I can watch Hogan Heroes. I grew up with Hogan Heroes. And also let you know about that explosion that happened in Louisville, Kentucky last week, which I showed you that on my live stream. I use WDRB TV, which is the Fox network. And OSHA or whatever group it was, the ovens or whatever they call them, exploded. And they had also on the news, I think it was last night or early today, it was an African-American family. She went to the hospital, this and that. So she went back to the site where that explosion was at that place. Her husband was buried underneath all that rebel stuff. Since, let's see, 2003, yeah, 2003, they had an explosion there. The first one person died. Let's see, 21 years later, 2024, 2 died. That makes a total of 3 people that died in that factory in 21 years. But if you follow it, you can see it on, see the TV stations in this area is WAVE TV, WHAS, WLKY, and WDRB. That's the local TV stations. And I got a feeling they're in big trouble. The one that lost her husband, they done got a lawyer. There's going to be a lawsuit because something wasn't set up right. You know, I'm not into the film, whatever they do. Maybe it's a die or something. I'll probably have to go back and watch my video myself. You know, I'm sorry, people, but I can't use StreamYard. I can use StreamYard on my cell phone. I found out from TB. That's Giants Beware. Go to his YouTube channel. You'll like him. And he can use StreamYard on his cell phone. But you cannot share videos on your cell phone like I used to on my laptop. My laptop died about a month ago. I've been asking for y'all's help. I know money's tight. And everybody I've talked to, I told, well, you all know what I like to do. Even the people on Twitch, they said I need a gaming computer, 2 to 4 gigabytes. 4 gigabytes would probably be better. Then I can download DaVinci on there. You gotta have a good graphics card. But thanks to them people on Twitch, which they play games on it and other stuff. They got DJs on Twitch. I watch this one guy, I can't remember. See, I just watched him before I came up here. He got a Mega Trucker Simulator. Him and a bunch of other guys said, Tom, it'd be best if you get a desktop. And I asked, why? Because it's cheaper. It's cheaper than a laptop. Exactly the same thing you get in a desktop cheaper. In a laptop, you're talking $1,800 plus. In a desktop, it's cheaper. So that's what I'm looking at now. Is a desktop computer with 4 gigabytes, the best graphics card you can get, and the most RAM you can put in it. I guess you can put more than 256, or maybe you can put 512 with RAM in it. I don't know. I'm kind of out of computers. But people, if you go back 10, 20 years ago on TV, I said probably cable, maybe, or Dish, or DirecTV. They had 2 computer shows on there. One is Tech TV. I think his name was Leo. They showed you how to put computers together from scratch, the motherboard, the graphics card, the RAM, and everything else goes with it. Well, I've got me a Dell computer, desktop, and I got watching that show, Tech TV. I guess you can probably find it on the internet, Tech TV. I think one of the guys in it was Leo. I could be wrong. And my desktop, after I got done with it, was what you would classify today as a gaming computer. I put the biggest hard drive you could get in it at the time, and the most RAM you can put in it at that time, and the best graphics card that you could put in it at that time, and the power supply was a little bit more heavy duty, I guess you could say. But a laptop, you can't do that. I think you can only get up to, I want to say 64 of RAM on a laptop. I guess. I'm just guessing. 20, maybe 24 or something, 28, 64. You can't put in like you can a desktop. And I know you can't help me, people, but I don't think you can send a desktop to my post office box. Well, in the lobby, like they do in Charlestown, Indiana, I know they got real big box box out in the lobby. I know you can put a laptop box in it. And maybe a desktop. I'm not sure on that. But I'm going to give you my post office box. My name is Tom Cartwright. Post office box 1. Charlestown, Indiana, zip code 47111. My PayPal account is Thomas Cartwright Sr. That's the PayPal account. The Cash App is the $, Tom Cartwright 4375. If you can help me out. If you can send me $1, that's okay. Or $500. Or you can look like on Best Buy. There's a Best Buy in Clarksville, Indiana. You can order it through them in my name. They got my address. I think they do. I'm not sure, but you can fix it up where let you know when they get it in. I can go drive about 20 miles to pick it up. As long as there ain't snow on the ground. I hate driving in snow. And, well, we got a Walmart up here in Scottsburg, Indiana, but I don't think you can I don't think they got desktops, with 4 gigabytes in it and the biggest RAM and graphics card that you all smart people on Twitch and like that. But people, that's what I need. I need a computer. But you look at a laptop, you're looking over $1,800 for a laptop. A desktop computer, you're looking at anywhere from $500 to $1,000. I don't know if that counts the keyboard or what. It'd be nice to get like a black keyboard that got the lights in it. I'm 70 plus years old. I'm on a fixed income between $800 to $900 a month. I pay all my bills, my house payment, and all this. Like January, I got one more payment to make on this loan I took out about a year ago. So that give me about $150, $180 more a month. And, well, cotton picker. You kitty cats ain't laying on my remote control, are you? Yep, they laying on my remote control. Nancy and Alex, Blackie sitting on my lap. That cat back there is Alexi. That's Alex's baby. This is Alexel. I made 3 stops today. Since today's Tuesday, usually the weekly paper comes out on Wednesday, but sometimes they drop it off on Tuesday. I stopped. I was trying to get this liquid medicine for cats for worms. Deworm your cats. And I went to Ace Hardware store in Scottsburg. They didn't have any. So I drove over to Walmart in Scottsburg. They didn't have any. Like, they had like 3 pills. It was about 20 some odd dollars for 3 pills. Have you tried to give kitty cat pills or doggy pills? It's impossible. So I stop at the dollar store there at Leota Road 31 and 356 to pick me some papers up. So, you know, Scott County and Clark County papers. Well, I could see the news what happened in Clark County and Scott County last week. They didn't have any liquid deworm medicine for cats. I might could order it online, maybe Amazon or, I don't know, maybe Walgreens or CVS might have it, maybe. I have to go on their website and see if they have it. I can't go to the Family Dollar store in Scottsburg since the Dollar Tree bought out Family Dollar store, which to me, the Dollar Tree sucks. They don't carry anything from the Family Dollar store. I stopped in there at the Dollar Tree in Scottsburg. It's on Highway 56. Up there close to Burger King and Subway and a bunch of other places. I stopped in to see if they had canned cat food like the Family Dollar store had. Nope. They didn't have nothing like that for the cat. So I will not be going back to the Dollar Tree. If you're going to buy out the Family Dollar store, you need to carry the stuff that they carry. So I am boycotting the Dollar Tree because of that. Because they don't carry anything from the Family Dollar store. If you buy a business out, you're supposed to carry their stuff too. So I am boycotting them. You can do what you want, but people, that makes me mad. I spend a whole lot of money there at a month at the Family Dollar store in Scottsburg, Indiana, across from the JC store. It makes me mad. You know, I could probably drive 15 or 20 miles and go to Charlestown and get some of the stuff. But, man, that Family Dollar store is only about 5 or 6 miles away. It's better driving there all the way, to Charlestown is about 15, 20 miles, give or take a little. I know it's more than 15, but less than 20. But a news break for your all people. I don't know if that'd be on your local channels or not. Something that happened in Louisville, Kentucky. Around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 Louisville police officers got shot in the line of duty. Something, I believe, don't quote me on it, because I watched it on the news, but, I done forgot what they said. That's what happens when you get old like me. You can't remember something that happened 30 minutes ago. I'm sorry. that I believe it was a stolen car. They steal quite a few cars over in Louisville, Kentucky every day. Also, there's somebody gets killed every day in Louisville, Kentucky. Every day. And I don't know if I reported back in October or not. I can't remember. There's a young 18-year-old senior in high school that got murdered in New Albany, Indiana, which is west of me. Down in town, which they have Harvest Homecoming around October. And they just arrested 4 people today from Louisville, Kentucky. And I guess LMPD arrested them. Then they be transported over to Indiana. Usually they got, don't quote me on this, 10 days to bring you back to your state, give or take a little. I'm not sure. And I believe they was black males. Don't quote me on it. I slept since lunchtime. So, I think it was 3 or 4 of them that got arrested either yesterday or last night. But they showed it on the 12 o'clock news. See, that's what I miss about my computer. If I'm on my computer, I can bring it up on my cell phone. I can show you it. Or I can share videos of the news. You know, I could do stuff like that. But I'm sorry, people, that I'm letting you down. But I got my faith in God. God wants you to make God great again. We got to make God great again, people. That's what's wrong with this planet. We lost our faith in God. And a couple places I stopped today, I said, I miss you working here. You know, she's old enough to be my granddaughter, but she's cute. She works another job during the day in the medical field. I guess you classify her as a nurse. She's in her 20s. Well, she takes all her earrings out, her nose ring out. You think she might look like she's about 15, but she's 20. She's over 22, put it that way. She's very nice, polite. She helps you out in the business where she works at. You know, when you go in, say, dollar store, Family Dollar Store, or a JC store, or places like that, they know what you always get. They know what their customers always get. Like this one girl, she works at the dollar store, then she moved to the Family Dollar Store. Every time I went in there to the dollar store, and I get what I get, because I usually end up every other day, but you know, I just have to take it easy because, it's getting winter time and I don't go too much. I sit here and love my kitty cats. I know people, some of you recommend that I should get my outside cat fixed.
144.
But the first thing I need to do is get my 3 tomcats fixed. It's in the house. John Wayne, Tiger, and Timothy McGee. Get those 3 tomcat fixed.
311 Nelson.
Then I can leave my bedroom door open. Then the cats would go out there, run around, and climb on things and knock things over like those tomcat does. But that's what, about $200. So
this is the second time he's been stopped with fake firearms. That has been altered.
that crazy Colonel, what's his name, Crittenton, the British, trying to do karate chops on this German. He is a stupid guy. Let me show you who I'm talking about. See, I'm not gonna see how stupid he is. There's a Gestapo guy, whatever his stupid name is, with a little mustache. But I want you all to say prayers for them LMPD officers. It got shot at 8 p.m. tonight Eastern Standard Time. I want you to say, I don't know if it's men or women that got shot.
910.
I used to date one of those lady police officers years ago before she even became a LMPD officer. I used to date this girl. We lived over, I guess, the West End territory, which you could say Portland area. And I took the dog out for a walk. And this good-looking lady, black lady, she was in an unmarked unit. She recognized me. Said, "Tom, what you doing over here? You out of your territory." I told her who I was dating, where she lived, and she said, "Tom, listen to me. Well, we used to date a long time ago, and you always did listen to me. You took good care of me. But as a police officer, I'm telling you, get away from her. She's trouble. She deals with drugs. While you're gone, she got her boyfriend come over. So, best thing to do for you is go back to Indiana and get you another girl. You know that LMPD officer, she did talk some sense into me. I didn't want to believe it, but I caught her in so many lies, which, girls, you can train yourself what to look for. If I tell you what I look for, then the women and the men won't be able to catch their spouses or their boyfriends, girlfriends won't be able to catch it because they know the tricks. And you just have to train yourself. They change, the men and women change somehow or another. The attitude change, or, you know, you just have to train yourself. That's all I can tell you. And men, you know if somebody's getting in your smokehouse. That's PG, so I'm saying smokehouse. You can tell if somebody gets into your smokehouse. I trained myself over 50 years what to look for in a lady that cheating on me. You know, you have to train yourself, ladies and men, boys and girls. If you're in school, girls that's in school, leave the boys alone. I know you hear it from your parents. Get your education. Go to college. Make something of your life. If you get pregnant before you get out of high school, you done screw your life up. You won't be able to go to college to be a lawyer, a doctor, a veterinarian, or whatever field you want to go in. You mess that up. You know, get your education. Boys and girls both, get your education. Go to college. Or maybe go after maybe go in Uncle Sam. But get your education. Look around if you're a teenager or 10, 12, 13-year-old. Look around you. See the people who's working. What kind of jobs they got. Look at doctors, lawyers, nurses, nurse practitioners. You know, look at stuff like that. Look at people who might get laid off. Lawyers and doctors don't get laid off unless they get caught dirty and breaking the law of some kind. Listen to this old man. You got other people that's out there old. I'm trying to give you some good advice. It must be 11 o'clock. I turn it over on 32.1. Hey, what's coming on TV in 2 weeks? Oh, a week. Okay. I'm going to turn it around.
Line of duty tonight are in stable condition, expected to survive.
We have live team coverage for you tonight. WOKY's Madison Elliott is live at Louisville Hospital where those police officers were taken. But first, we want to go live to our Jamie Mays. She's live in Smoketown where this started with the stop of a stolen vehicle. Jamie?
Rick, Vicky, we know 2 officers and a suspect are now at the hospital after a traffic stop ended in shots being fired. We've been here near the 400 block of Rose Lane Street for hours now. And as you can see, since we've been here at this scene, there's been heavy police presence. Less than an hour ago, LMPD said 2 officers were wounded by gunfire while they were making a stop on a stolen car. Investigators say there was a struggle over a firearm between an officer and someone in the car, and during that struggle, the officers were wounded and the suspects was shot. Now, LMPD says those officers are recovering at the hospital and the suspect is now in stable condition. We'll continue to update you with more information as it becomes available. Reporting live in the Smoketown neighborhood, I'm Jamie Mays, WOKY.
Thank you, Jamie. Madison Elliott is live outside U of L Hospital tonight.
Those two officers were taken there a couple hours ago. And Madison, what can you tell us about their condition right now?
Mayor Craig Greenberg just addressed us maybe about 20 minutes ago or so, and he visited the officers here at U of L Hospital. He says they're in good spirits, and in his exact words, they're on the road to recovery. Now, this all started around 8 o'clock tonight. Officers made a stop on a stolen vehicle. That vehicle had multiple occupants inside. There was a struggle over a firearm, and then an officer ended up being shot in the hand, and the other was shot in the leg. One occupant was also shot and taken to Jewish Hospital. They're said to be in stable condition tonight. Deputy Chief Emily McKinley, thankful both officers are okay.
This underscores the dangers of proactive police work and the work that our men and women of LMPD do every day to keep our community safe. And we are grateful for them. We are also extremely grateful that there were no other injuries from this incident, and that those who did sustain injuries have non-life-threatening injuries.
LMPD says they expect to have
I hope that ain't my friend, who's a good friend of mine, lives in Old Tisco.
Thanks, Madison. Now, here's a recap of that breaking story from Smoketown. Right now, we know that 2 LMPD officers are being treated at U of L Hospital after they were shot in the line of duty. The officers had pulled over a stolen vehicle in the Smoketown neighborhood just off of Broadway. There was a struggle over a gun between the officers and one of the people in the car. One officer was shot in the leg. The other was shot in the hand. One person in the car was shot as well and taken to Jewish Hospital. Keep it tuned to WOKY for the very latest on this story. We will also be updating it on our website.
Shot in the leg and hand.
More charges could be filed in the Harvest Homecoming shooting, but for now, 4 people are charged. Police say 18-year-old Isaiah Page of Simpsonville is believed to be the one who started the shooting, which led to the exchange of gunfire. He's facing an attempted murder charge. The other 3 are from Louisville. 20-year-old Joshua Smith, 23-year-old Shermichael Smith, and Darius Tuff are charged with the murder of 18-year-old Bryce Gerlach. He was killed and 2 others were hurt in the shooting October 12th in New Albany. All 3 were bystanders. Right now, prosecutors are not sure which suspect actually pulled the trigger.
We're looking at this as if it were a group effort. And what I mean by that is simply...
This happened in October at Harvest
is
Homecoming.
not alleged to have killed or hurt those 3 victims. We're looking at this as those 3 individuals and others are alleged to have committed this crime. That's how we're looking at it, and that's how we'll prosecute this case.
Bryce Gerlach was a senior at Cordon Central High School.
A Louisville family lost everything in a devastating fire. It happened late Saturday at the Twin Oaks mobile home community just off Dixie Highway in South Louisville. Teresa DeWeese and her 2 young children are getting help now from family and community. She says despite this loss, so close to the holidays, she's grateful that they are alive and can bounce back from this.
I have 2 little ones that's going to look up to me, and I have to show them that they can get through anything no matter what. No matter how many setbacks you have, you can always keep pushing forward.
Teresa believes that the fire started from a power wheel that was charging outside near the trailer. Arson investigators are still trying to determine exactly what caused it.
A Kentucky lawmaker plans to file a bill to crack down on the illegal sale of vaping products. Senator Jimmy Higdon told state lawmakers he's working on legislation which would require any business that sells tobacco or vaping products to obtain a license. A business caught multiple times selling those products to anyone under 21 could lose that license.
In my community, youth can go to any gas station or convenience store and purchase a vape without using their ID.
The bill would give the state Alcoholic Beverage Control Authority to regulate the law.
Historical horse racing machines have pumped tens of millions of dollars into Kentucky's horse racing industry. Historical horse racing machines are like slot machines, but the results of games are based on previously run races. According to the Kentucky Horse Racing and Gaming Corporation, the devices raked in $9.6 billion last year. $144.7 million came in the form of excise taxes. $48 million of that went to the Kentucky Thoroughbred Development Fund.
Racing in the Commonwealth has never been stronger. There are 9 licensed racetracks in Kentucky, 5 thoroughbred.
So I want to thank you all. Let's say prayers for those police officers. You heard it first here on Tom Cartwright 4375 on YouTube. One got shot in the hand. Don't know which hand. They didn't say what hand. I think the other one said got shot in the leg or foot. Don't know which leg or foot it was. So let's say prayers for him and for the suspect, which they probably show that about lunchtime tomorrow. Maybe. You know, it depends if he gets out of the hospital and makes it to the jail tonight. But knowing any police officer and something like this, he's there at a hospital with police there under police arrest. I don't know how they work at stuff. You know, if you're in surgery, are you handcuffed to the stretcher or to the bed? I don't know how that works. Any of you police officers out there knows. I'll give you more updates. Like I say, if I had a computer that I can use StreamYard, I can bring it to you on a shared video. Like the way I'm doing that, I'm using my cell phone to get it off of the TV. So, I'm sorry that I don't have the money or don't have 1,000 subscribers, because I can use that money what you all making from YouTube to buy me a new computer.
We have a pair of crews working this story for us. Keep it tuned to WLKY News for updates as they become available.
Hey, Ashley's.
So, update, people. At around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in Louisville, Kentucky, what they call Smoketown, 2 police officers pulled over a stolen car and I guess was arguing about a gun that the other person, the subject, had, aiming at the police officer. One police officer got shot in the hand. The other one either leg or foot. They're not critical. They're at the University Hospital in Louisville, Kentucky. That's the best trauma center in Louisville. If you get shot or in a bad car wreck, anything like that, or get flown there by helicopter, that's where you go to a U of L hospital. Even if you're in a wreck around where I live, they'll fly you to University Hospital. You know, they got Jewish Hospital, they got Baptist Hospital, they got Norton's Hospital. But the best trauma center that I know of since I'm 70 plus years old, people, is U of L Hospital. So let's say prayers for all the people involved in that shooting. Police officers, the victim. I hope one of them police officers, I hope that ain't one of my good friends. He's a very good friend. Well, I got 2 of them on there on the police department. I got a female. I can't remember what her name is. Not Linda, Janice. I'll think of it later.
The officers are being treated at University Hospital after they were shot in the line of duty. The officers had pulled over a stolen vehicle on Rose Lane Street between Preston and Jackson, just a couple of blocks east of Broadway. There was a struggle over a gun between the officers and one of the people in the car. One officer was shot in the leg, the other was shot in the hand. One person in the car was shot and taken to Jewish Hospital. Keep it tuned right here on WLKY for the very latest on this story throughout this newscast. And of course, we'll continue to update you on WLKY.com.
More selection today as he continues to build his administration at a rapid clip.
Celebrity Dr. Mehmet Oz was picked to head the agency that oversees health insurance programs for millions of older
He'll make a good
and disabled
choice.
Americans. Christian Benavidez has the story.
President-elect Donald Trump and Elon Musk watched together as SpaceX launched the test rocket from Brownsville, Texas. Musk, the world's richest man, spent some $200 million to help Trump beat Vice President Kamala Harris in the presidential race. Since then, Musk has been close at hand as the president-elect makes crucial nominations, some controversial, for his emerging cabinet.
You know, he likes this place. I can't get him out of here. He just likes this place. And you know what? I like having him here.
Tuesday, Trump tapped former TV host and heart surgeon Dr. Mehmet Oz as the administrator for the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. The president-elect also announced his choice of Wall Street executive Howard Lutnick to lead the Commerce Department. Trump says he is not reconsidering the nomination of Matt Gaetz as Attorney General, despite growing controversy.
Mr. President, are you reconsidering the nomination of Matt Gaetz?
No.
How far are you willing to go to get him confirmed?
Former Congressman Gaetz has been calling senators to make his case and will meet personally with several of them Wednesday, including Louisiana's John Kennedy, who says confirmation won't be easy.
I wouldn't bet my house on it one way or the other.
Alaska Republican Lisa Murkowski said Gaetz should not be quickly pushed through.
Let's take it seriously, and let's give it the time.
Gaetz was under investigation by the House Ethics Committee for allegations
So,
of sexual.
That's update on President Trump. But Dr. Oz, I think he ran, didn't he run for president? But you need a doctor like him for Medicaid and Medicare, whatever you call it. You know, he's not in there for the money like the rest of them. The kickbacks that the government pays them. So, let me turn it around.
Man in medical distress and unresponsive around 8:17 tonight. The man was rushed to a local hospital where he died just before 9. The Metro Corrections Professional Standard Unit and the Louisville Metro Police Integrity Unit are investigating.
A House Republican introduced a resolution to ban transgender women from using women's restrooms in U.S. Capitol buildings.
So, I think there's a whole lot of inmates dying in that Louisville jail. I think that's maybe the second one this month. I could be wrong. You people been in jail know what I'm talking about. You get sick. They don't give a hoot about you. People, you got family, loved ones, children, sons and daughters, uncles, brothers, dads, moms. They don't care about you and your health problem. That's how it is in Clark County. You know, that's how it is. Instead of the nurses giving you your medicine at Clark County Jail, the jailers gives you the medicine. They're not a nurse. They're not a nurse practitioner. To me, I would say that's illegal. You know, I leave it up to you and your lawyers and your family lawyers if that's legal or not. I don't think that's legal. To me, it's either a doctor or a nurse that gives you your medicine. But Clark County's not that way. The jailer gives it to you. They're not a nurse or a nurse practitioner. To me, that is illegal. Dispensing medicine without a license. I know they got your name. They know what pill you get. They get your pill and you take your medicine. But are they qualified for it? I say no. They said it got up to 72 today. Right now, it's 59 degrees. I even got my window open. So, that's how the updates is. That cat back there, that's Kathy. She's a real lovable cat. Before I moved this pillow up her, she was here washing my head. Man, I like when they do that. They wash my head, man, that relaxes me like crazy. You know how the kitty cats takes their claws on your back or your stomach, how they kind of like they're fluffing it up? That relaxes me. It's like at acupuncture, I guess. What? What? Yeah, I love you too. Yes. Can you tell everybody hi on you too, Alexi? Alex, I mean. Yeah. Yeah, I love you too. Yes. She wants a husband, people, if you know what I mean. I like when she talks to me. When she was a baby, hello, Anna. How you doing this fine Tuesday? I had to think what day it is. If you're joining, you can go back and watch. 2 police officers, don't know if they're male or female, got shot tonight around 8 p.m. pulling over a stolen car at 2 subjects. I guess it's 2 subjects. I guess trying to grab a gun. One police officer got shot in the hand. Don't know which hand it is. The other police officer got shot in the leg. And one suspect got shot. Don't know where he or she got shot. Don't know if it was male or female. That's an update. That happened at around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Which they probably wouldn't make it on your local TV stations. But you can look it up on like WLKY TV. That's a news station in Louisville. WHALK Louisville, or WAVE TV Louisville. You can look it up. Yeah, I love you too. Yes, I do. I'd rather have a girlfriend, but I'm choosy at my old age. Well, people, when I first bought this house, I moved in a woman. She was 55 years old. She could cook real good, and she could do other things. The first night, I told her, I said, I snore in the morning. When she was here, I fell asleep by 9 o'clock at night. I slept like a baby. I miss having... So, I want to thank you all. I got a thing on my cell phone. Transmission unstable due to weak network connection. I guess they're talking about the Wi-Fi, I guess, because that's the one I'm on. And I want to thank you, Anna. I guess I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I get it wrong, but you can beat the crap out of me if you live close to me. Kick me in my butt. So, people, I could do better if I had a computer since my laptop died on me. But everybody I talk to on Twitch, on YouTube, that plays games like America Truck Simulator or the Europe Truck Simulator, I told them one I like to do. Said, you need to get you what they call a gaming laptop, 2 to 4 gigabytes of hard drive, and a certain graphics card. And they said, Tom, it'd be cheaper if you get a desktop. You know, you look at a laptop, you're looking at $1,800 or more, because you got the keyboard, you got the monitor, and all that. I don't know why those laptops are so high when you can get a desktop gaming computer between $500 and $900. Will you settle down before I spank your butt? I know what your problem is. I don't need no more babies. I only had 2 good mama cats. They're up in heaven. That's Kelly and Mama Tina, which she was a Siamese cat. Anytime she would have babies, she's always had them on the bed. See this blue blanket? You all heard me talk about Socks, who passed away this year. I miss Socks. This is his baby blanket he was born under. When I turn the TV off and the light off, I get off of the internet. Nancy, which is right here, that's Nancy. She'll start scratching my elbow, and I raise the blanket up. She gets underneath the blanket and get down by my feet. So I'll let you all know about that, because I know you all people got family that lives in Louisville, Kentucky, or Indiana. You know, you all come to Kentucky during the Kentucky Derby. You come during Thunder over Louisville, which is, I think, in April, where they got all the jets, helicopter, all the vintage airplanes, paratroopers jumping out of the C-130s. I call them C-130s, but I think they upgrade it. Then you got Fat Albert sometimes. I think Fat Albert, isn't that the Blue Angels part of the C-130? Then they have fireworks. People, this year I brought Thunder over Louisville live. And I didn't get in trouble until the fireworks went off because of the music they play with the fireworks. I appealed it because it was copyright. But it was on TV. It was done paid for the rights of it to have it on TV. So legally, it wasn't copyrighted because it was done paid for. And you people that got families, it's in the service. I forget what the Army can see it on their Army station or whatever you call it. I done forgot what it is. What is it? Army National TV or something? I forget. Where you going, Alexi? That's Alex's baby. And Margaret looks like Alex. Same colors that Margaret got a little white spot right here. Well, Alex got a bigger white spot. Leave my cell phone alone, please. I'm going to spank with my fly swatter. See my fly swatter? Now she's a good girl. All I do is hold it up and and she stares at it like, I got to be a good girl now. Well, I got a newspaper over there. Well, all I do is grab a hold of it because they see me kill flies with it. So, I want you all to hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe bell, Anna. I used to date a girl by a name like that years ago. I forget what her brother's name was. She's a very sweet girl, lovable girl, and a polite girl. She could cook too. You know, it's hard to find a good girl, people. I've been single about 28 years. Something like that. So I got to figure out how old I was. I guess I've been single 30 years from my son's mother, and 20. I got to figure out how old my baby is, Alex. She's 20, 24, 25, give or take a little. Let's see. This is 2004. She was 93. she's in her 20s. She was born in 93, so that puts her... No, she ain't 21. I want to say 24, 25, somewhere in there. See, this old man can't think too good, you know. Math wasn't my best subject in school, people. Back when I went to school in the 50s and 60s and 70s, you start out in general math. You had to make all A's to take algebra. I forgot how old my son and daughter was. I think my daughter might been in junior high school, I'm guessing. And my son was in elementary school teaching algebra. People, to me, algebra is stupid.
Street for hours now, and since we've been here, as you can see, there's been heavy police presence surrounding these homes. LMPD said 2 officers were wounded by gunfire while they were making a stop on a stolen vehicle. Investigators say there was a struggle over a firearm between an officer and someone in the car, and during that struggle, the officers were wounded and a suspect was shot. Officers say all parties have been accounted for and there's no danger to the public. Now, we've been told that those officers are recovering and the suspect is stable. And now we'll hear from WLKY's Madison Elliott, who's now live at Louisville Hospital. Madison.
Hey, Jamie, thanks. So we have been staying here, and we spoke with Mayor Craig Greenberg earlier tonight. He said he visited the 2 officers who are here right now at Louisville Hospital. He said they're in good spirits and thankfully on the road to recovery. And as you said, this all started over a struggle of a firearm around 8 o'clock. The first officers had made a stop on a stolen vehicle, and there were multiple occupants inside this vehicle. One of the occupants was also shot, including the 2 officers, during this struggle for the firearm. One officer shot in the leg, one shot in the hand. We do know, again, there were multiple people in this vehicle, but officers tell us all occupants who were in that vehicle are now accounted for, so there's no danger or threat to the public at this time. Because of that, we are expecting to learn much more tomorrow, and we'll have the very latest for you both on air and online. Reporting live, Madison Elliott, WLKY News.
All right, we will, of course, have much more for you on the morning newscast on WLKY.
And on WLKY.com as well. Jay Cardosi's talking snow.
Yes, not tomorrow, but a couple of rain showers in the morning. Otherwise, we turn sunny in the afternoon. The colder air starts moving in tomorrow. Vicki, Rick, Kent, it's Thursday, especially Thursday night. A pretty decent chance for some snow showers that could put down some very, very light grassy accumulations, rooftop accumulations while it's falling. Then it'll melt off once it stops. An update on this tomorrow.
Yeah, we've got high school football on Friday night, so you need to get that out of here.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
You hear that, people? They're talking about snow in this area. What, Thursday? Well, I don't believe it until I wake up. If you all remember, 78, I think. They said we just going to get a flurries of snow. I could be wrong on the year. It snowed so bad, people. The interstates were shut down. State highways were shut down. City highways were shut down. Couldn't clean them off. My uncle, Clark Nichols from Charlestown, had bulldozers and graders. And that's what they used to clean the roads off. And any 18-wheelers that had flatbeds that had bulldozers and stuff, that's what they used back there then. Because the state highway trucks, county trucks, city trucks, they couldn't do it. I remember them loading up snow in dump trucks, taking across the 2nd Street Bridge back up to the bridge and dump the snow in the river. If you're on the Indiana side, they back up to the river and dump the snow. I think it was 68 or 78, somewhere, I think more 78. You know, me and my good old buddy that lives down in Florida, Tobacco Man, trying to think of what his CB handle was, but it was Dennis Farmer, also known as Alvy. He's kind of like a brother-in-law to me, because I was dating his sister back in 73. But I let her go because she was too good for me. You know, I wasn't the marrying kind back there then, except Janice. She passed away a few years ago. It goes a choo-choo train, probably going north. I think Dennis is in probably assisted living down there in Florida somewhere. I want to say hi, everybody, down there in that Bikini State. Anna, I hope you subscribe to my channel. You probably are subscribing to me, but I can't remember who all subscribed to me because of my age and my memory. So, any of you that subscribe to my channel and I get an email that shows you subscribe to me, I will subscribe back to you. So, but one thing I didn't show on the news tonight, what Biden did. To me, Biden is a traitor to the United States. He gave Ukraine those rockets and probably the trailer that the rocket sits in. Biden, the Democrats, is trying to mess up Trump. Trump wants peace. People, I got a feeling they're going to be World War III. If I was a country and the United States got involved in like they doing with Ukraine, I'm sorry, people. I start going after the United States for interfering in their business. Why do we have to be why do we have to be the police force for the other country? Let's stay out of it. You sent billions of dollars to Ukraine. We got homeless people here in the United States. We got homeless veterans here in the United States. And you people say, well, they get to work, they wouldn't be homeless people. What you do when the Democrats letting the jobs go to Mexico and places like that? You know, nothing's made in America. anymore. Not even your craftsman tools is made in America. I think it's made in China. There's not too much stuff made in America anymore because of those stupid Democrats. I'm sorry, people. I'm upset because I'm a Democrat. You know, I'm sorry if you don't agree with me. As I saw somewhere today or yesterday, or maybe I'm thinking it, or maybe God told me, if you don't like it here in the United States, leave. If you gripe, leave. But people, the Democrats is trying to figure out what happened to 15 million Democrat votes. I tell you what happened. You heard straight from the Democrats' mouth. They voted for Trump. They're sick and tired of what's going on. High grocery prices, high gas prices, high cost of living. They're sick and tired of it, just like I am. And you should be sick of it too. Back when I was growing up, it'd only take one person to work. Now it takes the husband and wife to work. Sometimes when the kid gets a certain age, he or she works. Just to survive on this planet. So, I want to thank you. As God say, make God great again in America. Let's fight for God. Put your faith in God. That's what's wrong here in the United States and on this planet. We forgot about God. God is the judge. When you die, God will let you know if you go to heaven or go to the fireplace. God makes that choice. God let you all people get rich. But also God can take it away from you by not helping people that is in need of money. I showed you what I like to do to my house with the new roof. A riding lawnmower, either a rider or a zero turn. A zero turn is about 60-some odd inches wide compared to a rider lawnmower. I need a new computer, a desktop with 4 gigabytes, and all the RAM you can get in it, and the best graphics card. I guess the best motherboard. I don't know what the best motherboard is nowadays. You know, I gave you my post office box. I gave you my PayPal account. I gave you my Cash App to help me out. If you can send $1 is better than 0. I know money's tight. But God knows who you are that can afford it. God's talking to you. So I'm asking for your all's help. But also God wants me to tell you, do not forget about St. Jude. Don't forget about the Shriners. Number 1, Do not forget about the wounded warriors. And, oh, ladies, I forgot about you. Don't forget about breast cancer out there, people. Help those ladies on the breast cancer. I don't know what outfit you donate to. You can look it up. But Wounded Warriors, St. Jude's, and the Shriners. St. Jude's and the Shriners help children out. God's children. So let's help them kids out. Let's help them out. Let's help those veterans out and wounded warriors. I think our government should help them out. In case some of you don't know it, about these illegals coming over here. They get like credit cards or a debit card. It's loaded with $10,000 cash. All the illegals have to do is call that number in, activate the card, and the password. They got $10,000. And another thing, they get a brand new vehicle free of charge. They get their rent house free. Man, I gotta make my house payment. Where's my new vehicle? Where's my $10,000 cash card? Well, they usually get two. They get about $20,000. The ones that I know. So, I want to know, where's my cars like it? Where's my new vehicle? People, you should ask the question. Where's your new vehicle free? Where's your $10,000, $20,000 card free, like the illegal gets? Your free hospital care, your doctor bill, your free medicine. You need to ask that. You remember, under Trump, we still had the Obama phone, the Obama plans on internet, stuff like that. But Biden took over, we lost all that stuff. A free Obama phone, a free internet. We lost all of it because of those Democrats. You know, it helped people out like me that's on low income that can't afford to get a cell phone or make a cell phone bill. People, please think about it. God wants you to think about it. God wants you to put your faith in Him. Not just on Sundays. He wants you to keep His faith in Him 24/7. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day.
This recording is I know you're 10-6 to report of possible threats or civil matter. Caller advice.
I know people that goes to church, like my blankety blank brother, which I wasn't quick enough since I don't have a computer. I couldn't bring it up and show you my brother down in Lexington, Indiana, when they found drugs in an elementary school in Lexington, Indiana, and sent 2 children to the hospital. And my brother said on WDRB TV News, it was a week ago yesterday, Monday. So we don't need them drugs down here. What the heck he care? He didn't say that when he lived in Charlestown. His wife is one of the biggest dope fiends, or girlfriend, wife, I don't know what it is. They was married, then they got a divorce. She's what they call a shopper for doctors to get pain medicine. She go to different doctors to get pain medicine. So I leave it up to you and your thoughts. Plus, my brother stole from me, my mother, and grandmother. Stole my 18 silver dollars I got in elementary school for 6 years, not missing any days of school. 2 rolls of Kennedy $50. They were silver. You know, silver 50-cent piece of Kennedy $50. Mercury dimes, wheat pennies, buffalo nickels, and old quarters, 2 gold bars, 2 silver bars. My life insurance policy, which I had when I was a baby, is paid off when I was 20-something years old. I think what it is, I got it when you was a baby, so what's that put, about 20, 25, it's paid off. So I bet he cashed that in. I wouldn't bet that he done it. He stole my money. He stole my life insurance that my mom and dad left me through State Farm, because Dad and Mom have life insurance policy made out of my sister Becky, to me, and my dumb idiot Robert Wesley Cartwright, who lives in Lexington, Indiana. He stole all that. So I went to State Farm in Charlestown, Dale Robinson. You people out there smarter than me. Does State Farm have a home office, a corporate office that you can call? All I can find on my internet, all the different State Farms, they got to have a corporate office. I went to State Farm, Dale Robertson in Charlestown on Market Street. Market and Highway 403, next to Domino's, and a car wash, Circle K. I went to pick my check up, and Dale said, "Tom, what can I help you with?" I said, "I come to pick my check up that Mom and Dad left me from their life insurance." I said, "I know there's 3 checks, one for my sister, one to me, and one to my brother. But since my sister dead, that check gets split up between me and my brother." And you know what that man gotta get me, but I ain't gonna say it. That SOB told me, said, "We can't talk about it." I told Dale Robinson, I said, "If you sign my brother's name to it or put his name, that's fraud, forgery, and like that. But I need your help on that." My brother stole over $90,000 from me. I can't fight him because he retired from a Ford Motor Company. They don't have to pay for their lawyers. People, I think when you retire from Ford's or any of those companies, you should pay 50% of your attorney fees. When you retire, you pay 50%. Maybe you work and you pay 30%, something like that. But When you retire, you should pay 50% of your lawyer fees. See, I can't fight his lawyers. I'm nobody. I got no money. I'm 70 plus years old. If I could get that money that's owed to me, people, my house payment would go up. I could get a new pickup truck. You probably say, what kind of pickup truck? Well, I'm kind of looking right now at the Jeep Gladiator with the standard transmission is one I'm looking at. I know I can get a discount if I get a Ford pickup truck. But I kind of like Jeep with the standard transmission, air conditioning, power windows, four-wheel drive with extended warranty. You know. At the first of the month, I bought me a Powerball Mega Million in Indiana. You know, I didn't win a thing. I only do that once a month. That's $6. You know, that's in my budget that I talk about. $6 a month goes into the lotto on the Powerball Mega Million and Indiana Lotto. But I guess God, you know, if I had the money, God knows what I like to do. I like to buy me at least 40 to 100 acres. And I think the zoning laws in Indiana, is where I live, I would like to put a tiny house on it. But for a septic tank, I think it has to be an acre. So you say if I had 50 acres, I could put 50 tiny homes on there with septic tanks and a heat pump for low income and homeless people. That's what I like to do. But God got something planned for me special. So I want to say good night since it's after midnight. I hope you're up to date on the 2 police officers got killed. Didn't get killed, excuse me. Let me rephrase it. Got wounded. Sorry, people. See how quick I forgot? And I also say prayers for them, all those people involved in that shooting at 8 p.m. Tuesday night. I want you to say prayers for the family that in that explosion, what was it, last week in Louisville, Kentucky, around Frankfort Avenue. 2 of them died, some of them in critical condition. Let's say prayers for those families. You can look it up on the internet. I don't know if they taking donations for those people where that place blowed up there in Louisville, Kentucky, around Frankfort Avenue. It's in the area where I used to work back in the 70s at Windhorse Electric Company. So I want to thank you. God loves you. And God, watch over these people on YouTube. Help them out. Plus, I need your help on a new computer. I'm doing the best I can, Lord. About Bob Joyce, I do that every Sunday on my YouTube channel. God, I want you to help all these people on YouTube. Let's help those 2 police officers that got shot tonight. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. God bless you all.